just in case you do not, I am Dr. T, Dr. Tamika Harris Jackson. I am the founder and the owner of Hope and Serenity Health Services, a women's mental health agency located in Central Florida. And today I have with me the amazing Mackenzie, a student intern that has done some wonderful work thus far. And I'm just thrilled about the work that she is going to do moving forward. But before I get too far, let me pause and have Mackenzie introduce herself. So, Mackenzie.
Yes, hi. Thank you for that warm welcome, Dr. T. Yes, my name is Mackenzie. I am a student intern, currently studying marriage and family therapy, pursuing my master's degree here at Hope and Serenity. And Dr. T has been amazing with being my wonderful supervisor and helping all the clients that I see. And so it's great to be here. I'm excited to have a chat.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. It has been such an honor to be your supervisor and to watch you over this past year. Just do great work. What many people may not realize. So, if this is your first time really hearing about internships, master's degrees in relationship to being a therapist, people may not realize that you have to do the bachelor's and then the master's. So, one of the things I absolutely wanted you to chat more about as you are finishing your degree is you decided to go into marriage and family therapy.
Mhm.
Now, there are a lot of different directions you could have gone in. You could have gone into social work, professional counseling, and then there's marriage and family therapy. Why MFT?
Why MFT? Great question. So, to answer that in a nutshell, it sounds kind of silly, but honestly, I was watching the show called Married at First Sight, and I was currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in psychology, and I wasn't quite sure where exactly I was going to take that. Watching the show, if you're not familiar, two strangers get married at first sight. So they've never met each other before. They go into it with the commitment of I'm gonna make this work because I want love, and they are helped throughout the show by real therapists. And so, watching those real therapists work with the couples through their differences and their newness and knowing each other with the principle work to make it work was very inspiring for me. And so, I thought, wow, like, yes, I've always known that I'm a hopeless romantic, but I'm also sort of a realist. And this seems like a great way to combine those two and really help couples navigate through whatever it is that they're navigating with the principle of you're here. You came here to work intentionally on your relationship, and that is beautiful. And so it's been an amazing journey ever since seeing that. I chose couples therapy and never looked back.
Excellent. That is so dynamic. I love hearing that story because it says a lot about how media can influence in so many positive ways. We don't talk about that enough,
Mhm.
and this is a great example of it. And you also do coaching, right?
I do, yes. That was a great way to kind of start and to start in on the relationship work because as you mentioned the master's degree process can be lengthy and I was ready to do something, and so I've got some training in relationship coaching which is and it's less therapeutic in the way of it being more solution focused and goal oriented and that we're not kind of doing a deeper dive of maybe necessarily past traumas or underlying attachment wounds. We're really working on the solutions that you need to get to your goals in your relationship. And so I love doing that work as well. You'll find that usually, if you couples that do meet with me find that I blend both of the therapeutic insights and the like, practical tools that will come with coaching. I believe in kind of both of those approaches. So.
Excellent. It's so good that couples can choose to either go the coaching route with you, the therapy route with you, or they can get a combination.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, it's all up to the client, right? So
Mhm.
you know what works best for you. And sometimes that's a chat that we have, what are you looking for? What usually has worked for you in the past? And we'll figure out how to tailor that approach so that you can achieve your goals in the way that feels most comfortable and right for you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, in addition to coaching, and getting the master's, you also added another thing. So you also decided to hone in on another program called Prepare Enrich that's often used with couples.
Yes.
Now, some couples, some people listening to this, they may have heard about Prepare Enrich, but speaking to those who do not, can you tell us what Prepare Enrich is?
Yes, I would love to. Prepare and Enrich is amazing. And so it's basically what you'll do is both partners of the couple will fill out a comprehensive assessment. In that assessment, we'll grab some data. So you'll get a full kind of comprehensive idea of what your strengths are, what your growth areas are, what areas you agree on specifically, kind of what patterns are coming up, whether those be strengths or growth areas, how your upbringing contributes to the relationship, how your personality dynamics interact, and so much more. And it's a really great way to get a focused idea of what we kind of should focus on, and what our intentional work will be in the couples room. So sometimes couples will come in and they're not quite sure what exactly they need to work on, and this is a really great way of gaining a clear idea of that.
Yes. Oh, you described that so well. It's one of the things that I love about Prepare Enrich. And that is exactly what you said. Sometimes couples are coming in, they know they need to work on something. They're not sure what it is that they need
Mhm.
to work on. And so having them do the assessments for Prepare and Rich and get that report that's in, I was going to say black and white, but it can be color too. Um,
Mhm.
but getting this report and getting that data in your hand so that they have the report, you have the report, and then we can go over the information with them. And what I love about it, as you said, is we get to highlight the strengths, the areas that are going really, really well
Yeah.
for them. Oftentimes, when couples come into therapy, they feel like everything is a mess,
Mhm.
nothing's going right. Can they
Mhm.
even work together? All of these questions that are spiraling. And then you get this report and you see, well, actually, look at the areas where you really have commonality and where you're really
Right.
strong in. And I
Yes.
like their responses when they go, "Oh, well,
Mhm.
I didn't realize that. Have you noticed that too?"
Yeah, it's wonderful to see, like, to see when they can see that shining light, like,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay, we still got this." So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think it really aligns. I like using Prepare Enrich that you use it, that I use it here because it really aligns with the component of hope for the
Mm,
practice, where you
yes,
can see, yes, there is hope. You're ready to work. The data shows that you have strength areas. And so now we just have to look at the areas for growth.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think it's important to note too that, if you're hesitant to coming to couples therapy, it's a great way to kind of gather an idea of what, like I said before, what the clarity is and what you're coming in for. And
Mhm.
also, it's a great tool for premarital, or if you're looking to just kind of level up in your commitment in some way, whatever that looks like for you. So, I recommend all couples do prepare and rich, regardless of what phase in your relationship you are in. I think it can be beneficial for everybody.
That is great. Now, I like that you said level up in your
Mhm.
commitment. I love that. Um, and for those who are thinking, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I yes, I think we might want to do couples counseling, but I don't know if we should do it. And if we do it, should we do Prepare and Rich? Just kind of what advice or recommendations would you give someone who's just not sure?
Yeah, that's a great question. I want to name that it's okay to feel hesitant in the beginning because it can be a scary process, especially if it's your first time in couples therapy or if your first time in therapy at all. My recommendation is, or I would say that I would encourage you to kind of meet with and consult different therapists to see, who you might vibe with. Not everyone is going to be your vibe on the first fit. So I would highly encourage both bringing the idea to your partner and consulting with those therapists together so you can kind of move towards making this collaborative decision, and that being kind of like a great way to start off your couples therapy process and knowing, oh, we made this decision together, like we both chose the therapist together. And be transparent with the therapist that you consult with about your reservations. We want to know, we want to help you, we want to know what the hesitancies are and see how we can maybe ease your mind. And we want to make sure that, at least I know I want to make sure that if you're feeling like it's not a good fit, then you let me know so I can help you find a good fit. But I think that's what I would say to somebody who is feeling a little bit hesitant.
Beautiful. Excellent. One of the other things that you just said, I want to really pull out and highlight and shine, and that is about the going through this process together. Please do not tell your partner that you two are about to go to the store, and then your partner finds themselves in the therapy office, and they were not expecting that to happen.
Mhm.
St As you mentioned, starting off together is absolutely critical, and making sure that the consultation even happens together is great as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Thank you for naming that, highlighting
Yeah,
that. So important.
yeah. Absolutely. And you said it, so it's just me making sure anyone watching this, I know um, that sometimes we can get calls of people saying, "Hi, I'd like my partner and I to start couples therapy or marriage counseling." And it's great, wonderful. Can we talk to your partner? I'm going to ask, can I talk to your partner so I can hear as well? And they aren't usually expecting that. They're so used to being the project managers of the household and the
Right.
relationships. So they make the appointments, they do the things. But this is one of those appointments that you really want to make that decision together. So that's
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, well said, well said. So a couple has decided together that they want to get started. They've decided to see you. Some things to help them. One, how do they get in contact with you? And two, what can they expect in having therapy with you?
Yeah, good question. So they can get in contact with me or with our office by reaching out to our lovely administrative assistant, Janice,
Mhm,
and our phone email address is scheduling at hopeserenityhealth.com, or
mhm.
give us a call. But that's one of the other things I love about being with Hope and Serenity as a professional home is that I know that whoever they contact, they will be met with compassion and kindness, and I can trust whoever the client or whoever you all will come in contact with, you will have a great experience with that. And so the other thing that you can expect when you do end up coming in for that first session, I take a very collaborative, like I said before, and non judgmental approach. And so you can expect for me to be making the space for collaboration between myself and you both as a couple. So we'll be working together to kind of figure out what is the best path. I'm not going to come in here and tell you, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna figure that out together. You can also expect a place where I will help you both to feel heard. I don't believe in, this one person in the couple is kind of our problem person. No, we'll both, we'll all kind of be having the space to be heard. It's very important. And so at the end of the day, I just want you to feel like um, we all are working together to create a healthier story for your relationship. So you can expect a safe, supportive space from me in which both of you hopefully can grab some tools to use outside of therapy in your day to day life. Like, sounds harsh, but I don't want you here forever. I want you to not need therapy. So I'll be working to give you some tools that you can take outside and graduate from therapy eventually.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, Mackenzie. And I love how you also said all of us, because something that is important for the couple to know is that I'm actually a part of the process too.
Mhm.
Um, it's not that I would show up in the session necessarily, but it is because I am your direct supervisor. I will be learning about them too through supervision with you. I'd be supporting you as you support them. And so it is actually, I think I've heard you say two therapists for one. So it's
Mhm.
kind of having absolutely two therapists there supporting them, guiding them along the way. And
Yep.
so thus far, it's been an honor being able to support you as you support the couples and to see how they just grow and take those tools, as you mentioned, and use them outside of the therapy space. It's been wonderful to witness.
Thank you for saying that. And it's been, like I said before, it's been a beautiful journey so far. It's beautiful to see couples really just working intentionally towards knowing themselves better and knowing their partners better. It's really been just I feel honored to be in in that place. So anyone who decides to meet with me, it's truly an honor. Thank you for trusting me. And like Dr. T said, you are getting two therapists for the price of one. And so it's been also it's just such an honor working with Dr. T in supervision and kind of collaborating on care. Because all therapists kind of approach things a little bit differently, and so two brains can really be better than one.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mackenzie.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Well, this has been such a joy. I get to talk to you all the time, but talking to you in this intentional way of having this interview is wonderful. And also making sure that people know that your kindness, your compassion, your knowledge, your skills are available to assist them and to support them. And so I am welcoming anyone who's interested to definitely give us a call, contact at our office. If you want to work with Mackenzie or you just kind of want to learn more, feel free to reach out. Thank you so much again, Mackenzie.
Thank you.
You are so
Cheers.
welcome. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.